Okay, we're 16.
The
Oh my god! So guys, we find out that the candle is back into action, and Rumple,
Rumple's dying right now because he got stabbed
by
pretty
Hook.
bad.
By Hook.
Yeah.
So he says this is the only way. One must die and one must live. At this point, honestly, they are very bleak on options at this point in the show. Like, there are very few ways to stop Korra. I think they've exhausted their opportunities.
Is completely evil, destroying everything.
Yeah.
So bad. So bad. We kind of see a little bit into her history on things. She was a miller's daughter. Her dad was a drunk. Nobody gave her respect at all. She always wanted to like go marry a king or something, because if she did that, she would be royalty and nobody can make fun of her. We see in this Snow's mom,
such a good episode.
Like, so mean to her and kind of trips her on something,
which is so smart because it makes you think, like, not, you know, Snow's mom is like the good one, like, but not all good people are always good. Like,
yeah,
it's a really smart call on the writer's part.
Definitely.
To put that little bit of like, well, Snow's mom is not like pure.
Yeah.
Pure's good.
And that's one of my favorite things too, is like, I always like exploring how do bad guys become bad guys, and like how do good guys become good guys, because both of them go through trials and tribulations and all of that stuff. But how does one go one way and the other go the other way? And so we see Snow kind of holds her mom up and thinks she's amazing and everything. But at the same time, when she was younger, when she was a teenager, she wasn't. She was kind of snotty and bratty. So it means that there's hope for some of us who are snotty and bratty. But at the same time, you see people who get kicked down on life and all this stuff, and all they want is power because they don't have power. And you see them go a different route with that. And that's kind of what happens with Korra.
Yeah, played by Rose McGowan. Did I say her?
Rose McGowan.
She was so good as young Korra. Like, just like the way she carried herself, it connected really well with Barbara Hershey's older Korra, and like,
yeah,
just a great, I love that, because obviously the show is based on two premises. You're doing flashbacks and you're doing real time. So I think there is an important thing. You have to match the characters, the young character and the older character. There has to be
a really
some
good
sort of connection.
Yeah,
to make it. And she was so good. I mean, you don't want Korra back. Obviously, she's,
no,
you'll see what happens to her, but like, I like loved Rose McGowan as young Korra.
She was really good. I like seeing, so she's in this place where she wants power. She makes a deal with Rumple, and that's how she gets to be evil, crazy Korra that we see now, who's destroying the town. And Rumple's like, hey, I'm dying. I know how I can live, and it also involves killing the one person you want to kill, Korra.
And side note, Korra and Rumple kind of had a thing when they were young.
Up a little bit. A lot of it.
A lot of it. And then, and like Rumple, it's so funny because it's the only other person that Rumple actually kind of loved. I'm gonna say he loved her because
he's had 3 loves in his life, I would say. He had his wife. He really loved his wife, Mila.
He did.
And she left him. Then he really loved Korra, and she took her heart out, and
she wanted power. She's the real G. She's the real player.
Her and Rumple are like the same. They both would give up love for power.
And she did it first.
She did do it.
She's the real OG. She said,
yeah.
Like, she said, I'm sorry. I don't know what she said. She says like, I'm sorry, but like,
I can't love you because I don't have a heart. I took my heart out so I could have power.
She wants power. She said that she would never let people put her down again.
Exactly. All because of Snow's mom.
That's Snow's mom, and like, she just came from a poor like town, and like, just, I don't think people believed in her.
Back in Storybook, Rumple gives Snow White the candle again. She's seen this before. She knows what this is. It's familiar to her. And she decides, yeah, hey, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill Korra.
But, okay, so here's the thing with the Charmings. The Charmings always find a way out. They always find an alternative to, I love this. They've kind of kept this throughout the whole show. They always find an alternative to killing, to murdering. They always put that, like, either last or it's not an option. So for Snow to do that, like, and say, it was hard because it's like, okay, Rumple's gonna die and Korra's gonna live, or Korra's gonna die and Rumple's gonna live.
But at this point, Korra's way more evil than Rumple.
And Korra's way more powerful, so it's like no telling what she's gonna do if she survives.
Yeah.
And I don't know, what do you think? Do you think that Snow, Mary Margaret did the right thing? Or could have there been another way?
I don't know if there's another way at this point. Like, I think the way the story's set up, she had to do it. And you know, Snow White isn't 100% good. And that's kind of the thing. It's like, even the good people have bad stuff, and that's their humanness. And I like the humanness. I don't necessarily like that she murdered somebody or that it came down to that. But I honestly don't know if Cora would have stopped at any point had they not killed her.
I don't know what to think about it.
So that's the great debate, guys. Kill Cora? Let her live? Oh no.
We'll see. Okay. That was it for episode 16, Miller's
Yeah.
Daughter. Great episode. We both really love this episode.
Yeah, really awesome.
Well done.
Yeah.
We should
Good
look up-
writing.
We should look up who wrote it.
Definitely.
Really good. Okay, bye guys.
Question, comments down below.
Bye. Oh yeah, question. Do you think Snow could have killed Cora, or was there another way out?
Yeah, let us know.